Well, I apologize for the bad quality audio on this one, but hey, this is the high school run I did about a week ago, about 2 weeks ago. And I'll be doing it in pieces because this is a massive, massive video. I'm still working on this audio quality thing. I have the audio quality from my EasyCap is not very good, but I heard that if you use Virtual Dub, it'll fix it, so I'm going to try that out next. Hip hip hooray for awesome feedback. Wow. Reminds me of crinkling popcorn or something, I don't know. Now, this part right here, the part where I'm taking out now, there's actually a couple different things I need to go out to. I know there's a guy who does a lot of legendary videos, whatnot, legendary obstacles on. I do a lot of his tricks. That's the Tyrant. You probably have seen him in a lot of Halo stuff. Also, going to be using a tip from Ultima RC or RC Master, and so thanks go out to both of them. Also, there's a couple tricks I use of my own that I've seen on a few other videos, but at the time that I did them originally, I did not. I had just figured them out on my own. So also thanks goes to the previous record holder, OWA 000, for giving me something to beat. I think I'm actually going to turn down this audio altogether on the actual video itself. Might just be barely there. And you'll notice throughout the video I goof off a lot. Kind of do things that should be really easy, and I nearly die doing them because I'm just fooling around. Like here, I should have just shot my rocket at it. I was like, no, I'll take it out with my DMR. But I knew it had a fully loaded plasma pistol, and I still did it, so. Oh well. Didn't die from it, so. And this video actually, I timed it up until the point at which I died, which is about 33 minutes, at the very, very end. I did have to revert at one point, though, as you'll see, because I messed up on something, so. Yeah, I was just picking up some plasma grenades. Now, when I'm recording these, I try to speed through the parts where I'm just taking a whole lot of time to do something that's really simple, but kind of comes and goes. So here I'm avoiding the Phantom. Now, when you originally come to this area, obviously there is a buttload of brutes, wraiths, and jackals, and grunts, and all that kind of fun stuff, right? Well, I never like having to deal with those guys. So, when I originally started this, playing this before, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to despawn the wraith. So, and that's how you do it, is by doing this. You go across this broken bridge. Actually, originally the way I figured this out is because I was bored one day and I was trying to go across this broken bridge just to see if you could do it. And then I was fooling around on the opposite side, and I came back and the race was despawned. I was like, what the heck? Like, all of the brutes were gone, too. So I've used it since then. As you'll notice throughout the video, a lot of the loading screens, the checkpoints, all of that, they are a little bit messed up. It makes the game, well, it makes the video pause for a while, like this. It's because the file, I think it's because the file size is so large. I'm not exactly certain at which point you have to drive back here in order to despawn the wraith. But I always drive back to about where the mongooses are in that loading done thing that appears. So. Yeah, right about here is where I always go. You may actually be able to do it closer to it, but I haven't figured that. I haven't checked into that yet. So doing some flips. At this point, I was just checking to make sure that the race was despawned because I wasn't sure if I'd gotten back far enough. And as I said, you will come upon what you thought was going to be a major battle. Instead, there are only pickings left. Those pickings can still kill you, though. Emil doesn't seem to realize that the wraith is gone, so he'll keep mentioning that there's a wraith. But the only thing that should be left is the jackals and the grunts. To be perfectly honest, I haven't taken the time to actually check and see how they all despawn, so. I noticed by watching this video, I like to jump a lot. And then I have recon on, I don't have bumper jumper on, it's just I jump a lot. Here I was picking up a lot of needler ammo, and then I lose it, as you'll see later on within the... Because I was trying to follow Tyrant's advice and pick up all that to kill the brutes with. And yeah, somehow I lose it. I can't seem to figure it out. I spend like half an hour trying to find it, I think. I'll probably just speed through that when that part comes up. But yeah, it was very, very frustrating. I was like, oh, great. So I didn't have any of that help when it came to the final battle against the brutes. And here I was running back to grab some more DMR ammo, make sure I was fully loaded. Especially with the Famine Skull on, you always want to make sure you have fully loaded guns, even if it takes you a little bit more time to get it. It's actually really fun with the with grenades and vehicles in this area because you can hop the mongoose up past that thing over there on the top right. You can walk around on that. I've done that before. It's kind of fun. Here, I sped it up a little bit. Whee! Obviously, there isn't much of an explanation needed for this one. It's pretty simple. Just keep behind cover. You have full shields come out, shoot him in the head, run back to cover. And don't forget when you have famine on to conserve ammo. I still don't know exactly why that wasn't a headshot. Probably Bloom. Or I'm blind. Of course, there's something else that comes up here. I haven't really checked it out in the video yet, but you'll see here in a sec. It's when I take a Spartan laser and have some fun against an elite. yeah, if you want to be grabbing the needle rifle ammo, you can grab a bunch of it here. Won't be the last place you can grab it, but it's definitely useful to grab it here. At this point, I would definitely pick up the Hell Shield because it's definitely one of the most useful items in the game. And obviously, I would go back for more ammo, which is what I'm doing right now. Now, sometimes I find this gets a little confusing, so I was just, at least going back it is, so I would always just keep to the left wall, personally. Okay, so this is the part I was talking about. So I grabbed one of the Spartan lasers. I'm like, okay, if I shoot at least a couple of bullets of this thing, it's going to kill this elite over here, right? And I'm wondering if maybe it's hitting like that side thing there, but it looks like it takes down his shield. So I start shooting him, and you can kind of see him outlined there in white. But I shoot quite a few bullets at him. Nothing happens. Like I said, maybe it's just hitting that bar. Obviously, tilt is on. And here I reset to the last checkpoint because I frigged up here. At this point, I was going to try again. Make sure I got him right. So if you're wondering, it takes about 3 Spartan laser shots on this difficulty. Maybe even 4. This is so that way you can avoid the hordes of elites and skirmishers, but I actually come back here anyway because you need a concussion rifle, and I couldn't seem to think of a time where I would be able to better get it, so I grabbed it here. Bob over there. But I would never be able to in a million years kill him with a Spartan laser, so I didn't even bother with him. At this point, I'm not actually trying to get anything more than a sniper spree. These guys can be just as easily taken down with a DMR. So, and you might as well use a sniper rifle here because it's not going to be that useful in the rest of the levels. So. And I'll be coming back many times to grab DMR ammo from this cache here. I think I've been doing a lot of my other videos in AVI format. This is a much better deal because it's not nearly as large. When we try and make them in AVI, they take up like half the space on your computer. This one's only like 1 gig versus 29 for the exact same video made about 30 minutes prior. This is an MPEG MPEG. I have no idea what I was staring at this point. Oh, actually I do. I was looking for a concussion rifle. I thought maybe there was one out there in that debris and I couldn't see one, so. I think at this point I'm just checking out to see where everything is. Exactly how many enemies there are left. And in the previous video I skipped through all this, but sped it up, but I was out grabbing, well actually I was gonna go grab some ramen to eat, and while bringing it to my room I hit my knee on the wall, which made me flip the ramen all over the place, and I burned my hand. It was awesome. So I was trying to clean that up while this was going. There we go. Finally, I started speeding up a little bit. And here I'm just trying to get as far back as possible so that way the elites will stop moving around. Didn't work, so I just tried to hit them while they were moving. Took me a while to figure that out, though. There I kind of hit him. So, hit him again. At this point, his shields are finally down. So there you go. One dead elite. At this point, I'm going to try and get rid of all the other grunts that are in the area and just leave that one elite. I'm actually trying to find one of these grunts takes me forever. See, I think I'm done, then I hear a grunt, so I start searching around to figure out where the heck he is. At this point, I've got them all, so I go back and I grab some more ammo. And then I try something I actually haven't seen anybody else do before, because I myself had never tried it before either. So, if you've ever played Boneyard or Graveyard or any of the variants of that map, you know this part of Pillar of Autumn is kind of cut off to you a little bit. But if you want to, you can just jump over here. And as you can see, there's that barrier right there that normally keeps you out of this area. And all these stairs lead to nowhere, except for right back down to where you were before. And none of the stairs downward are continuous. So. Actually, even thinking of doing a video series of all the different little quirky things you can find in the underdeveloped areas of the maps. I know of a few other ones, some on Nightfall and whatnot, but kind of fun to play around with. This is actually a pretty good area to be both protected and fight these guys on the other side. I took down almost all the, well, all the skirmishers and almost all the jackals over here. So shooting jackals will not make them flinch if you've got on, I don't remember if it was Mythic or, yeah, I think it was Mythic. Will not make them flinch, so you really just want a headshot so as to not waste bullets. At this point, I'm thinking of different ways to be able to take out this other elite, but in my attempt, I fail. Actually, I fail a few times. You'll see that in the next video. But I'm going to end it here. So, well, thank you for watching this part of my high score run, and I'll catch you later.